Here we are, week 10 of the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. Already into March. Goodness me, time's flying. Alright, so what have we got this week? Something related to a sport. So I fished out my antiquarian sticker book. And I love this image here of the hot air balloon with the racehorse underneath. So I'm going to use that for that. A gate or a fence is the next one. And I've got this image here, which is out of a children's old storybook. You can see the fence going right along the back. Number 3, a line of poetry or a song. Well, it's actually got it there. Edgar Lar stood by a cannon of great size. Wally Wombat steered the craft. Peter Possum stationed aft, with Platypus kept watching with anxious eyes. So, let's see if maybe we can use that. An old numbers. I've got this old bit of paper here with loads of numbers on it, so I'm hoping to use a piece of that. And an old sticky note I don't have. I looked everywhere, I don't really use sticky notes, so it's not something I would have. Something starting with the letter C, so I thought what I would do is use another one of these stickers, and I thought this little cat here was really fun, like he can't believe what he's watching with the hot air balloon taking off, and etc, etc. So, let's get started with all of that and see where we end up and how it looks at the end. Let's go. Grab my book across. The page is a little grey, so what I thought I would do is just put some older colours, old bits of paper in the background, and just get that ready at the back. Some tea bags maybe, maybe a bit of this at the back, not sure yet, but there we go. So I've just got these 3 pieces, piece of old pattern. Got a little bit of white gesso on it. I've got a tea bag that I already rust-dyed with some nails. That looks quite effective. And I thought we'd just stick the other tea bag underneath there. That I did some stenciling on, and what was left over I just put it onto there. So let's stick those in the background just to give our substrate something in the background of what we're doing today. Just to hide a bit of our page there. Looks a bit grey, doesn't it? And our colours today are mainly browns, so we don't want to, well, I don't want to introduce too many colours really. I want to keep it those sort of colours. Sorry if the light keeps going in and out. The sun's going in and out behind clouds outside the window, which is just there. Okay, I'm liking that better already. Just gives me something else in the background, rather than looking at that horrid grey page. Alright, cut some of this up. I'm quite liking this side rather than this side, I think, behind here. Gives a nice contrast. So let me just take some of this off. Put it to one side. Yeah, that looks nice up the back there. And I think I'll fussy cut this out just around the houses, and then I'll use this bit of the, what does it say, a line of poetry or a song, so I think it's more poetry. We'll use that in the background. We'll get rid of the tower because I think that's where we're going to have a hot air balloon coming from. This view is actually quite typical of the Australian outback, with the old houses and the tin on the roof, big chimney at the side. That's really how a lot of the old homesteads were built. So we've got plenty of fence in between here, so we might just chop this off here. It's a bit better. And then here, so maybe the hot air balloon needs to go up behind there with the racehorse coming down here. But I'm liking the numbers up behind there, so I think I'll stick them down already. It started to stick to that anyway. Yeah, I'm really liking how those colours all sort of meld in with the tea bags. That looks great. Really liking that. Alright, let's have a look here. Where do we want this to sit? I'm thinking about here. So we need to just chop that off there as well. As long as we've still got some fence. There we are. That's good. But the sticker, let me just take that off. Now the sticker can probably go over the top. So let's put this down next. Got a cute little pig on the back there. Some of these old children's books have got beautiful illustrations in them. The Australian ones, this is all about a bushfire in the outback. It's really, really cute. I'm not sure what the book's called, but if anybody would like me to find out, I probably can. I've got most of the pages there. Just haven't got the covers anymore. What I do is I get them from the thrift store and then I pull them apart and chuck out what I don't want. Otherwise I end up with piles and piles of books everywhere. Yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. That looks really nice. Alright, so our sticker. Oh, maybe our line of poetry. We need to fit that in, don't we? So I might cut these out, these lines separately. Rather than have a big lot of words. Now I did this once before and forgot which order they came in, so I'm going to lay them down in the order that I take them off today. Chop the top of that off. Those two in the middle. Alright. So like that and like that. Alright, so we might stick them on last. I'll just put them over there for now because I think I want to get my hot air balloon on first. Just to see where that's going to go. So let's take that sticker out now. The only thing with this antiquarian sticker book is that when you take the stickers out, they're not overly sticky. So if you end up getting one yourself, I suggest you use glue with it as well. Right, so I'm thinking somewhere about there. Like that. So let's stick some glue on it, just to help it out a little bit extra. Thinking about there. So the colours all go as well. I'm liking that. And we need our cat, but I don't think the cat The cat can probably go on last. Let's stick this up here actually. Quite liking it there. Yeah, I think that'll be great there. Alright, so let's get our cat now. Get him out. Yeah, I think this one's the one I want to have. Like, you can't really believe what's happening. I like him down there. Add some glue so he stays put. Yeah, he's good down there. I like that. Okay, let's get these stuck on. How's everybody going with the weekly challenge? I must admit I find it a little bit hard sometimes to find the prompts. You've really got to have a good look and see if you can come up with something a little bit different. Otherwise they all start to look the same. But this is very Australian, this one. So that should give our American friends a little bit of a laugh with the wording, etc. What do you guys use? Like, where do you find your bits and pieces? Do you find them in old books, or have you got a secret place that you find good stuff? Let me know. Lots of magazines these days don't seem to have much in them except adverts, so it's very hard to pull them apart. I mean, Daphne's Diary's great, but then everything starts to look the same if you're always just using that, I find anyway. Alright. I'm loving the colours, how they all seem to go in. There's a little bit of orange here and there's orange on the tin roof. So I'm really pleased with that. Just need to put a little bit more glue on the edge of there. Yep, I'm quite happy with how that looks. Alright, now let's see if I need to put on a little bit of ink here maybe, just to make them a little bit darker. Let me see what I've got. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Decided just to distress this down a bit. It's just looking a little too white for me. So I'm just going to use a little bit of ink after the event. I really should have inked it before it went on, I guess, but that's okay. This journaling. You're allowed to make mistakes and carry on. That just takes the whiteness off there, which I quite like. And now I thought what I might do is just add a little bit of, a few bubbles just to the edge here, just to tie it in. Very edge, there we are. A little bit up here. I actually want to try and hide that bee. I don't like that bee there. So let's see if we can do a little bit of inking there, just to make it disappear a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit better. Alright, so it just sort of disappears into the background. And maybe just a little bit here on the edge of the cat. tie it in. There we go. Alright, so there we are, done. Let me just bring you up close like I normally do. Scrolling through, you can see we've got something related to a sport, which is the fabulous racehorse under the balloon. Gate or a fence, so we've got a fence running right along the back of the houses. A line of poetry or a song, you can see that at the top there. Numbers, they were at the back, weren't they, that we put on the substrate. I didn't have an old sticky note, but I had a bonus, something that starts with the letter C, and that's my beautiful cat. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.